Welcome to 100 Yards of Football this evening. It's our NFL Draft Prospect Special. This evening, we're going to highlight Asante Samuel Jr. out of Florida State University. So if you like the video this evening, please come in and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. And joining me today is a guy that knows all about Florida State University. He should know all about this young man. He knows the young man personally. He played 12 years in the National Football League. He was a first-round pick in 1981, 25th selection overall. And he started the tradition at Florida State. When he left Florida State, they was ranked in the top 5. And he's what you see in the day, the program being at another level. My man, the legend, out of South Florida, Mr. Bobby Butler. So if you like the video today, please come in and share this. We're going to break down Asante Samuel Jr., Florida State University cornerback. So, Mr. Butler, what should we love about this young man out of Florida State as he entered into the 2021 NFL Draft?
You should love every aspect about this young man. Vincent, he checks all the boxes. And when I say he checks all the boxes, as a little kid, he's being programmed and trained for this very moment right here, right? He got a vision of what it was like being the kind of player that he want to be through his father. And so his father was a big-time player, Super Bowl champion, All-Pro. And so he gets to sit with his father as a young man and get to learn about the game. You can't beat that when you can learn the game at a very young age. So the first thing about Asante is that he's got a high football IQ. And I'm going to tell you something, man. When you know the game, when you understand the game, you forget athleticism, forget what kind of physical attributes a kid has. But if he's got the intelligence and the smarts about the game, hey, he's going to be better than the rest on every level. I'm just telling you. So he has a high IQ. What I love about him, well, first of all, he was all ACC this year, first team. He had the highest coverage grade in the ACC, Vincent, 82.8%. That says a lot, right? He got great cover skills, man-to-man, tight coverage in his man coverages. He's an athletic corner that can tackle. Now, one of the things about him, size is not on his side. But that's okay. None of us got size, right? When you're a corner, I expect a corner really to be anywhere from a great corner to be anywhere from 5'9" to 6'1". So he fits the bill, right? And like I said, he tackle. He's fearless. He has a knack for timing up passes and transitioning extremely well. They have him earning strong grades from the NFL scouts because he's in and out of breaks. His timing. He don't waste steps. Vincent, let's say when he's backpedaling and a guy runs a curl route or an out pattern, when he decides to go from backpedal to forward, there's no missteps in between. He's bam, going forward, going backwards, going forward. He's not wasting steps. He's not sitting in space, patting his feet. Is he plant and drive on the ball? And I'm going to tell you something, man. I watch a lot of corners play, and those are the little things. I watch two things. I watch how a kid backpedals and plant and drive on the ball, number one. I watch how they play bump and run man-to-man at the line of scrimmage. Those two factors right there tell me what kind of cover skills a kid has. If he can do those two things, I go, all right, he's all right. Now, here's what's going to happen. I think right now, Vincent, they got him projected right about late first round.
Yes, sir.
But when he get to the NFL Combine, and if Asante runs a 4.3, 4.4, his grade going to go up. And we can see him going to right about early to mid first round with a 40 time because he's got everything else. He's got all the intangibles. Now, the thing that he don't have, like a Patrick Surtain, is size. But who cares about size? Who cares about it? Hey, you got guys who are out there who's got size, can't play a lick. This guy is a great player. I like him. I like what he's doing. I like his IQ, and he's gonna only get better. He's gonna grow. And then I can hear him and his daddy talking at the table about 2 years from now. Who's the best NFL corner? Senior or junior? So I'm excited for him. I'm excited that he's an FSU Seminole, and he's going to keep the tradition going strong.
I'd like to say thank you to the Dallas Weekly. It's our weekly video. I'd like to say thank you this evening for allowing us to be on that great paper down in this metro Atlanta area of Dallas, Texas. Second of all, when we look at the Dallas Cowboys, as we're going to start going through their draft needs, the reason I selected Asante Samuel Jr. this evening, because I think the Dallas Cowboys, their most need is going to be a cornerback, and they're going to have, I think, I'm thinking in the draft, they got either the fifth pick in the draft. I'm not for sure. But I think Asante Samuel Jr. will be a perfect fit in the Cowboys secondary. But when I look at his overall game, first of all, he comes from a school, Florida State, that produced so many great cornerbacks, J.T. Thomas. Right in front of me, the great Bobby Butler, Deion Sanders, Leroy Butler, Jalen Ramsey, Corey Fuller, Cliff Abraham. I don't have to go no more. So you can see that's why Florida State is considered DBU. I'm telling the audience out there. But when I look at Asante Samuel, I tell you the most impressive aspect I like from him is his tackling. Very aggressive. Don't mind to get his head in there. And he reminds me of a young man that came out of my neighborhood in the 901 during my time that played at the University of Tennessee. Remember his name, Carlton Peoples. One thing about Carlton, when he played at Southside High School, man, not only was he a great corner, can cover the field, but, man, he could come up and lower the boom. Right. And that's what I love about the young man, Asante Samuel Jr. And another player, or two players that he reminds me of, and maybe Bobby can help me, go back and look at that 1979 Los Angeles Ram roster. Remember the name? By the name of Mr. Rod Perry? Right. Same statue, about 5'10", and the young man that played at Texas A&M by the name of Patrick Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Got some of that type of funk in him. Yes, then, if you want to be real physical, he got that speed of a young man that came out of the University of Tennessee, Terry McDaniel. And then he reminds me of a guy that came in the draft about 3 years ago, Santuan Golston, down at the University of Ole Miss. But when you look at that and all that, that's what I look at Asante Samuel Jr. His tackling and his ability. I'm not going to look at his height, but, man, he could come up and tackle, and he's got all the great attributes, as I just mentioned, what Florida State put in the league. So you're looking at that, and I'm looking at I'm looking at an NFL GM. I'm looking at he comes from history.
Yes. J.T.
Thomas, Super Bowl champion. Bobby Butler changed the culture of Florida State when he left the top 5 rankings, put him on the map. Deion Sanders, we don't have to say no more. Jalen Ramsey, who you love, you said he's the best corner in all in the NFL right now. Leroy Butler, Cliff Abraham, Corey Fuller, I don't have to say no more. Asante Samuel Jr. is going to be a guy that's going to be very successful at the next level. Now I'm going to ask you, Brother Butler, if I draft Asante Samuel Jr., what I'm going to fall in love with him from day one?
He's going to be a leader day one. You know why? Because of his IQ, because of his knowledge of the game. He's not going to have to sit in a room with a veteran and not know what to do, where a veteran's going to have to tell him everything. No. He's going to know what to do. And here's the thing. He's going to be ready to play his first year. He's an instant starter in the NFL. He's ready for that. And so I'm excited about the opportunity he's going to have, man. And like I say, I wish I can be at that dinner table when Papa and son talking. It's going to be good.
My final words on Asante Samuel Jr., I'm going to say this. I'll go back when I was in college. I'm going to go back to 1980. Your great senior year at Florida State. And it was a group. It was two brothers that came out of Los Angeles, California. And they had a song that went like this. Stop all day in the neighborhood. Is it feel all right? Asante Samuel Jr. is going to stomp all the way to the 2021 NFL draft. Brother Butler, your final words on the young man out of Florida State.
Well, I can't wait to see him get his opportunity. You know, Vincent, for us, and I know you love the game like I do. This is a great time of year. We got championship month. And so we got things going on. The NFL, the Super Bowl is coming up. The national championship football game is coming up tonight. And so with all that being said, right, the next step for us is to see these kids get ready to go to the next level. And so from the combine to the NFL draft, it is an exciting time. I have never missed an NFL draft since I've been drafted because I remember what it did for me in my life. It changed my life and my family's life. And I love to see these young men have that same opportunity. And so it's an exciting time.
Let me back up. However, I'm so sorry this evening. We got a big game coming on the national scale. And I've been doing this through all the videos today. So, man, I made a big mistake here on Dallas Weekly. Ohio State and Alabama tonight. Who's going to win the football game and who's the players that are going to stick out and who's going to impress you more? What's going to impress us all when it's all said this evening?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If I just got to pick who I think will win the game, you know I got to go with Alabama. But as Mr. Vincent Turner will say, however, if Ohio State can run the ball like they run the past two games they played in, Justin Fields is going to have a heyday because ain't nothing like play action passes after we have established a run. And so just like he did in the Clemson game, so this is going to be very intriguing. So I really believe the secret to this game, either way, is Ohio State's ability to run this football tonight. So if they're not successful, Alabama going to roll Tide, and they're going to roll them. But if they can't stop the running game, Ohio State, this is going to be a very interesting evening. That's all I can say.
We like to say thank you to the Dallas Weekly. It's been our weekly video on the great paper out of the Dallas metro area. So if you like the video this evening, please come in and share it. I'm Vincent Turner, a.k.a. the only son in the baby boy Chester and Inez Turner from the 901. And as we end the video this evening to Asante Samuel Jr., we're going to stop all day to the neighborhood. Lewis Johnson was something serious on that bass, wasn't he, Brothers Butler?
Oh, Thunder Thumb, yes, he was.
God bless and enjoy the game tonight. Enjoy the rest of the week. We are 100.